Hey there everybody, this is how to fit a new sash to an old opening live with me, your host, Steve Quillian, the General of the Artisan Army. I'm about loopy right now, having been working straight for who knows how long, but anyway, this is a really good video, or it's going to be a really good video. Something that not a lot of people know in window restoration, and it's very necessary because you're always going to have a rotten sash, and you're always going to have a something you're going to have to fit. Okay, so look, here's the situation here. All right, I started off with, hey Jim, I started off showing you the window and the opening here. All right, I've already fit 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to fit the 4th. So I've got my chops down, so that way most of the things I'm going to do are easily predictable. Okay, so look, it's an old frame. Okay, it's got a new parting bead in there. It's just I had to reset it in the opening. It's pretty good, but you know, I had to throw my level away to really make it to make it look right, you know. So because 100-year-old house, 100-year-old building here in Alabama is a little wonky, you know what I'm saying? So nothing's straight anymore, nothing's perfect. So okay, so look, I've got my sash that, you know, it's right here behind me, okay? And then in my opening here, missing some pulleys. So this top sash is fixed up in its highest position, okay? And that's assuming one day we're going to get some pulleys for this thing. But when this sash is in its upmost position, then you can put the bottom sash in the downmost position and look at it, okay? So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I'm doing. So, I'll turn me around, okay? So you get back a little bit far enough, and I'm going to see a couple of things that are that I'll point out to you, okay? So this guy goes here, almost pinched my finger. Okay, and I'm gonna, you stay, do not move, all right? You put a screw in the jamb to kind of hold it in place. So I can, one screw is enough. Okay, so look, I have set the sash in the opening, okay? And I mean, for the most part, it fits, right? I typically make my sashes a little bit oversized so that I can fit them to the opening, realizing that this, the opening is going to be wonky. Okay, so let me show you a couple of things about wonky. All right. So first thing is, look, see how it's touching on this end, but not that end over there. Okay, I've got a gap there, or it's touching there, and there's a gap there, okay? That's important to know, okay? Now also, my sash is not pushed all the way against the parting bead. There. Maybe that changed something. That actually fixed the gap. So, okay. So, now, I'm going to put it back up here and see how it's fitting. Okay, now look, I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh yeah, you can, look. There's a space between the bottom of my meeting rail on my bottom sash and that meeting rail on the top sash. See it? That little gray line right there? That is a space that looks like it's about 3/8 of an inch or so. And it goes all the way across, okay? All right, so what I've got to do, well, is, I have to lower this bottom sash down so that that little gray stripy line right there, my finger's on, isn't touching. So, okay, so I'm gonna get on my ladder and I'm gonna show you that gap, okay? All right, so if you can see that or not, but there's a gap here, okay? And I have to account for that gap. So I've got a couple of tools here. Let me show you my tools real quick. I have my circular saw, that's important. I've got my planer. I've got my handy dandy homemade saw guide. You can't see it, I guess. Well, now you can see it. Okay, and my brother Eric is watching. What's up, Eric? And I've got a really important tool around here somewhere. Let's see, that's my drill box. Oh yeah, it was on the table too. Okay, this guy, okay? This guy here is a good measuring device. It's made by General, and you can get it for like $3 on Amazon, okay? So, I don't know what that distance is to that gap, okay, right now, but I can find out with this tool. Okay, I'm just going to go like this, okay? I'll lower it down to where it touches, just like that, okay? So that's my gap right there. Okay, I know what that's going to be. So okay, so I'm going to go over here. See my gap there. I got a measuring tape around here, but I don't really need a measuring tape because I rarely measure anymore. Let's see, what is that? That's from the 2, that's 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so I gotta drop that sash down 1/4 of an inch. Okay. So I'm gonna take the sash back out. Okay, I'm gonna drop it over here on my table. I'm gonna drop it gently. How's that? Okay, turn the camera around. There you go. All right, so Eric says he doesn't see any duct tape. That's because I don't use duct tape. Unless I'm putting plastic up. Okay, so look. I've got my saw guide on, on the sash there. And I've got my saw set at about, it's hard to see, about 10 degrees right there. And I'm going to rip the bottom off at 10 degrees. Now, when I rip the bottom off, that's going to take just, if I put it right on the edge, right on this edge here, that'll lower it about 1/8. And so I want to lower it about 1/4. So I'm going to lower it. I'm going to fasten this guy. This is my saw guide. About 1/8 up. Okay, just as a trial. Okay. See how that works? Okay. All right, so just got a very, very small lip, and this is the outside of my sash, and my angle's gonna go that way. Okay, I gotta put an angle on it because that's how the the water flows, down the angle. So, all right, let me get a saw there. Okay, that's very nice. All right, there we go. So cut that down. You can see, looking at it now, it's got a slight angle at the bottom. Okay, that's 10 degrees. And that 10 degrees is what matches the 10-degree slope over there. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back, camera back there. I'll grab the sash and let's see if she fits. Got it backwards. Oh, duh. Nothing was screwed out. Oh, man. That's so nice. Mr. Quillian. Ha! First time out of the box. Cannot believe it. All right. Well, you want to see for yourself, huh? Okay. Well. So now, that line up there, I mean, it's nothing. Remember that little gray stripe? It's gone, okay? So I'm gonna climb up here now. Let's look. Oh, boy, look at that. Oh, that's so nice. Okay? All the way on down. I like it, okay? Now, there's other things too that you could do. I mean, sometimes, you know, if the sash has to turn this way or that way, I mean, it does go up and down, but sometimes it has to turn one way or the other. You can plane a little bit off of this edge, and you can plane a little bit off of that edge. And I can show you, my jamb is a little out of square. You can tell because, look, there's a gap right there. Okay, but look, it's tight right here. Okay, that's okay. And look, it's loose right there, and it's tight down there. But I'm not going to mess with it because, I mean, it's sitting in there pretty good. You know, when I put the ropes on it, you know, it's going to line up here real nice, the lock rail. So life is good. Okay, so the tools I used, you know, those ones behind me there, I got the circular saw, and that's really all there is to it, you know, on this one. And I used my saw guide right there. That's kind of that's a really handy tool. And the saw guide here, it's just you know, it's just regular 1/4 inch plywood with a strip nailed onto it here in a perfectly straight line. That's what you need. A couple of cheap Harbor Freight clamps. I mean, you could go out and get the Festool thing for like $1,200 if you want to, but I just made my own out of scrap. It only cost me about $4. All right, so anyway, I'm finishing up here, and so I want to show you guys, you know, it's a little tip, a little trick on how to fit a sash, because I know you're going to need to one of these days. And anyway, oh, I know what you want to see. You want to see, okay, one last thing. You want to see my window work as it, you know, what it's really like when a window works like it's supposed to, okay? I know that's what you really want to see. Okay, so this window right here, 100% from scratch I made, okay? Light's not real good coming in the window. Oh, look at this, ready? One finger. One finger. Isn't that nice? Oh, maybe I can do 2 fingers. 2 fingers. 2 fingers. Isn't that nice? Oh, that's so nice. I know you're happy about that. I'm happy about that. So, all right. So, Steve Quillian for a Wood Window Makeover, showing you how to make cash with window sash or how to save cash by doing your own Sash. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's the same. All right, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good time and have a good weekend. Over and out. Bye.